Another Gators softball season right around the corner. Who better to talk about it than the Gators softball coach, Tim Walton. Tim, the first thing I noticed is the roster. You have a lot of veteran players on this roster. That's good to have that experience.
It is, Steve. It's thanks for having me, first of all. But just last year we had the youngest starting lineup at the College World Series, and this year we've got the oldest team that I've coached in a long, long time. It's fun. There's a lot of positives having veteran players who have a lot of experience.
Let's start going around the diamond here a little bit. Start with the circle. What do you see there?
Yeah, Lexi Delbury for us last year was just really, really good postseason-wise, really kind of hit her stride. She hasn't thrown an inning, unfortunately, for us since the College World Series, had some injuries. We're getting closer, though. I've been watching the pitch count go up and watching her get out here to work. From there, you got, All-American Elizabeth Hightower. Riley Trilicek is really starting to come into her own a little bit more. We added freshman Olivia Gigante, and we have a six-year senior and Samantha Bender, who we think we're going to get a lot of innings out of all of them. Kind of like I told you last year, there might be some games this year where I throw them all in the same game just to change the looks, but I've got confidence in all of them.
You look up and down the lineup, you have that mix of veteran and returning players. Offensively, this could be a really good team.
I don't know if you've been at practice, Steve, but offensively, it is a really good team. We do a lot of fun things. So we can hit the ball out of the ballpark. Well, last year, I think we were 18th in the country in batting average, and runs scored, we were probably 35th. But our OPS and slugging percentage and power numbers, we're way down, 145th, I think, in the country. So we really got to do a good job of identifying what the issue is there. And we've worked really hard in the weight room, worked really hard in the field, and it's been paying off.
You got a few days, obviously, till the season starts. From a starting perspective, do you have a set group, or are those still positions up for grabs?
That's the good thing about having a talented team. We're pretty deep and very dimensional. Sarah Longley is really now she's a senior fourth-year player for us. She's really had one of the best falls we had of anybody. Moved her position. She's now catching, and it's the first time she's caught since middle school. So really, it's been fun to have an athlete back there like her. But we do have some set pieces. I think Charlotte Echols, obviously, All-American Charlotte Echols is back. She'll play third. Avery Gels will play first. Second base is still figuring out some things. Skylar Wallace, All-American at shortstop. And then we'll put Kendra Falby and Katie Kistler and Bailey Goddard in the outfield, followed by Pal Egan, Kayla Pollard, Olivia Gigante, Sam Rowe, Emily Wilkie. We've got a lot of pieces that I've been happy with, the overall development. And our depth is really good. We can move people around, play a lot of positions. And I think you're going to see that, especially in the first month of the season. Just we're pretty deep offensively.
You've been so successful here. What motivates you?
I had a really good fall, and when I say fall, I just tried to do some things a little bit different for our team. And I had some really good guest speakers get on a Zoom with our team. It was really, really good to hear from some powerful, very successful females in different industries. I had Laura Rutledge on; she was amazing. Dara Torres was on; she was amazing. But this whole NIL stuff and things has been really good for me in a separate light. I've got a chance to meet people that I've never had a chance to meet and have breakfast and lunch and dinner and meetings and conversations with, because they want to figure out, how to help programs and do some stuff. And it's been really cool. And what motivates me is just my athletes motivate me. I want to figure out how I can get the best out of them so they can have an opportunity to enjoy being a Gator for the rest of their lives.
You mentioned NIL, and I mean, like it, don't like it, it's part of the landscape now. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think as being a former athlete myself, and somebody who coaches female athletes, I think it's a great thing for us, because it gives our athletes an opportunity to go out and work camps and advertise camps and sell some merchandise and do some things that they've never had a chance to do. And maybe they can be the face of somebody here in Gainesville, their commercials or product or things like that. So on that sense, I think it's a really, really good thing. For softball, it's not a pay for play. It's an opportunity for them to go out and actually earn a living on whether it's their ability or whether it's their face or whether it's their personality. And I think it's a really good thing for us.
I asked you, Tim, what motivates you. Now I want to ask you how you've changed from when you first came here to coach to now. Have you changed in how you coach or what you coach?
the minute you don't change your 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th that's gone past you. I can think back when I was a young player and thinking, gosh, I think my coach is old, he's grumpy and all those things. And then I hear the old grumpy coach say, wow, you guys have changed, you're not the same. The athletes in my day, here's what we did. And so now here I am, the old potential, have an opportunity to be the grumpy coach. And I'm not. I'm wearing some Travis Scott's here today, Steve, so I think that's changed, learning how to adjust to different things. And like I said, I love the young people. That's what makes me go, is my young people.
Let me end, because you've had so much success here, Tim. Do you each year set goals with each team? How does that work?
Yeah, I think, and we've really worked hard on the cultural side of things this fall and try to identify things that we want to be and catch opportunities when maybe somebody's kind of getting a little bit away from what the whole entire group feels is, just acceptable behavior, acceptable things. And so I think, we set goals. And, the goal is to get right there and put that 23 right there underneath the bottom of that 22. I can tell you last year getting to the College World Series and the way we did it was just, it was exciting. It was awesome. We won 21. We won the when the SEC didn't get to the College World Series, and everybody's talking about the disappointment. So, I think it's College World Series. I figured it out. SEC championships come along because they're super hard to get, but we're striving, we're working, we're pushing ahead to stay healthy, compete, win a lot of softball games, and put the 23 back there underneath the brand new scoreboard.
Okay. A great pleasure to talk to Gator softball coach Tim Walton. Their season just around the corner. As always, Tim, thanks.
Thank you. Go Gators.